Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Come On Keeping It Real. Well, it's hump day. Happy hump day, guys. Today is the day. We're midway through the week. It's time to get it in. Man, I got a big day today. We got corporate in town at my job. We got big presentations and stuff. I've been busy all week getting ready for it, making sure that all the technology and stuff is set up, testing, double testing, and all that. This is the first corporate type deal that I've done since I've been with this company right here. So, should be an interesting day, should be a long day. And then afterwards, I come home, got to get ready, and then it's time to go live on the main channel tonight, Come On Homesteading. Time to break out the sipping cream and have a little party and kind of celebrate making it through the halfway through the week. It's crazy. This week's flying by. It's been a busy one. But we're getting some stuff done. I got the kitchen video edited last night, uploaded. Everything's titled. Everything's ready to go. It'll be going out today at 11 Central Time. So Eastern Time, I believe that'll be 12, and I don't know the rest of the times off the top of my head. The only reason I know Central Time is because I lived there for many years. But it's been good. I talked to Mel and Gary and Anthony and Roxanne yesterday. Mel and Gary's over there getting it in, putting a lot of work in over there on the 41.36. It looks like that this weekend, Uber will be back on the mountain. So that's good. I got a lot of work there that I need to get done. I want to do some stuff up underneath the canopies with it. And man, I'm ready to get back on this fire pit project. I'm ready to get that done. I'm excited to see, not that I actually need it right now, but I'm just excited to see what it's going to look like. I've been watering all the plants and stuff that I got for it out there by my shower. Can't wait to get them in the ground and get them growing. I want to get some fruit trees. I kind of need to get going on that, honestly, because, you know, fruit trees take a little while to mature and all that and to start producing. So the sooner I can get those in the ground, the better. But a lot of the fruit trees are actually going to be in the main yard here, where I'm digging out all the stumps, because I took so many trees out on the land around the cabin here that I want to add some more trees and shaded areas and stuff like that back to the yard. But I just don't want the big tall trees that are going to threaten the cabin and also mess up the Starlink, because this high-speed internet Starlink has made my life a lot better here on the mountain as far as YouTube goes, because it takes a while to download all these hold on, got alarms still going off telling me to wake up. I've been up for I don't know, probably about an hour and a half already this morning. I think I got up at 4:30, something like that, 4:35, around that time, because I got to get to work and I want to be there before all the corporate people fly in. I want to be able to turn all the equipment in, on, test it, and all that other stuff. Make sure that we're not going to run into no issues. Because in Florida, when I worked for the college there, I was also the one that supported all the board of trustees meetings for the college, with all the bigwigs like the governor and everybody else would come in. And let me tell you, from experience, if it's gonna break, if it's gonna have an issue, it's gonna be during that time. So let's hope today is not gonna be like that. But high pressure, you know, high pressure, it's part of it. But I think it'll go well. I tested everything pretty good, so I think we're pretty good on that. What else we got going on here? Eclipse is boy, this heat right here, boy. Those huskies don't like the heat. Normally she wants to go outside and play, and sometimes I got to chase her to get her to come back in. Not as hot as it's been here lately, boy. She'll go out for about 10 minutes, and then she comes to the door and starts doing that ow stuff at the door, wanting to come back in. About the best time for her playing and stuff, and she runs around like 900 miles per hour, is early in the morning like this. So I like to try to get up early in the morning, let her outside, let her run a lot of that energy out before she's in the cabin for the day. We're gonna go ahead and read some questions here in a minute and see what everybody's been saying about the last videos. we've been getting a lot of good questions here, man. I really, really like this format a lot with you guys. It's more personable. Although I do have some haters. I do have some haters that don't like it. I had some, let's see here. That guy, 505, let's see what he put. That's manipulative. Multiple channels in order to see between. Have to watch other channels for more money. It's deceptive, and I'm unsubscribing, just like the Crockers. Oh man. I guess what that guy don't realize is this is a completely different format than the main channel. If you want to watch building and stuff like that, and all the projects, that's the main channel. If you want to know the behind the scenes and stuff of this, well, that's this channel. And also a little personal one-on-one with the subscribers and fans and stuff that we have of the channel. So it's really two totally different channels. One's more of just a talking. A lot of people don't like these type of talking formats and stuff. And the funny thing is on that channel I'll get hate wanting a channel like this, and then on this channel I'll get hate wanting just the one channel over there. So you can't win for losing. It's funny though, here in this week alone, I've been compared to the Crockers, Dutch, and a couple of other channels and stuff like that. And I'm just like, nah, I'm the milkman. I'm just, come on. I'm not like anybody else. I am like me, and I'm always going to be like me. But, you know, it is what it is. Everybody's free to have their own opinions. And also they're free to subscribe and unsubscribe. I always would much rather somebody subscribe, but if you feel offended and all that, and it's not your cup of tea, then by all means unsubscribe. I'll miss you. I love you. And I hope you find what you're looking for. Let's see here. We got Hooligan Skinny. Is that flood the reason why the seller wanted to get rid of the property so cheap? I really don't think so. Personally, I talked to the person. I haven't really talked. Well, actually, I did talk to the old owner of this. He actually sent me his number off Messenger. He seen one of my videos. One of his buddies showed him there in Texas, and it's basically he just didn't use the property. This was more of a hunting property for him, and he always wanted to kind of redo this cabin and stuff. Just didn't have the means and stuff to do it. So he said that he was very excited that I'm doing what I'm doing out here, and that if I needed any help or got any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to him. So I don't think that's the reason, but I do think that's the reason that deterred a lot of people from buying this place. The damage to the cabin, and also the road getting back in here, which I'm okay with, because I was looking for something that needed some help, and that I didn't want, you know, turnkey, kind of easy, just kind of move in type thing. I wanted to put my own stamp on something. So, and yeah, if I could do my own work and put my own stamp on it, and get it a whole lot cheaper, and at the end of the day it'd be worth quite a bit more money by the time I'm done, then yes, absolutely. That's what real estate's all about. I used to flip houses and stuff in the past. I would buy them, live in them, flip them, make some money, and kind of get a better house on the next one and do the same thing and kind of move on up. That's what it's about in the real estate game. But for me on this one, I'm trying to make this my final stop. I don't want to get rid of this place. I want to kind of build it into my dream and kind of stay here and retire and kind of live out my better days here in the mountains and watch the sunrise and the birds chirp and the squirrels play and watch eclipse run around the mountain like a wild dog. So really that's what it's all about. And I didn't want to spend, you know, $200,000-$300,000 for a piece of property before I even started on it. So yeah, I'll deal with the road. It is what it is. I'll deal with the cabin. It is what it is. And come on, that's what the adventure is about. The adventure is all about doing stuff that a lot of people won't do, scared to do, don't know they can do, and that type of thing. So, but good question, Hooligan Skinny. Let's see here. Lynn, wow, fabulous plans. Love the porches and different roof lines. Will the porches flood with all your rainfall? Let's see here. I like your thought of raising the whole cabin too. No, the porches will not flood. I do have a lot of water out here. It floods in the lower areas where the creek and stuff is. But as far as the main part of the property, I am on top of the mountain and it's all flat up here and everything kind of runs off. I don't even have a lot of standing water in places. Anywhere where there's going to be any buildings or stuff like that, there is some dry creeks and stuff that run through different parts of the property that'll get to flowing pretty good, but there's going to be no buildings or anything like that in those areas. So no, I'm high and dry as far as most of the property. The only really issue for the flooding and stuff is by the creeks, but there's going to be no buildings right beside the creeks, so we're good on that. Let's see here. Honestly, how are you going to have time to kill wood, do construction, and work full time? You're a hard-working man, but without a lot of time and a lot more help, I can't see you having the time. I know you could do it. Let's see here. You didn't work, but dang, dude. Oh. Todd, how am I going to do it with working full-time and all of that? One step at a time. This isn't a project that's going to get done in 3 weeks, 3 months. This will be a project that's going on for years. And about the time that I get myself settled, then it'll be time to start working on the Airbnbs. I have certain goals, and I set certain goals, but Mother Nature is really the one that's in control. I want a certain amount done before next winter. There's some things that you have to get done, like the well out there. I have to have a pump house insulated and all that other stuff before next winter. I mean, that's a must. Stuff like that, I can't control the timeline on. I have to make it happen. Other stuff, like the addition off the back and stuff like that, that's not something that I even have to do this summer. I'm going to, and I'm going to give it everything that I got to do it, but I don't have to have the addition. I will have to have the roof lines and stuff like that in order to make it the whole roof deal work, but the addition itself up underneath the roof line doesn't necessarily have to be built this year. But it's kind of like that. It's about priorities, and I'll tell y'all how I do a lot of how I come up with priorities, I would say here. It's basically me living here, and whenever I get tired of something being such a pain in the booyaka, kind of like this whole kitchen deal right here. Me not being able to cook, me not being able to have any kind of organization there, and everything's always like messy and cluttered every single time that well, them alarms going off crazy. Being cluttered every time I want to do something, that kind of moved itself on up the priority list. You know, it was kind of annoying at first, and then, you know, kind of got worse, and then it got to the point where dishes were piling up and all that other stuff, so it moved its way on up the list until basically I had my friend come over here and help me organize it and stuff, and it kind of gave me a vision. I originally went to go buy one shelf just for replace the plastic one in there. Seen all the shelving and stuff and kind of had a vision there, and ended up buying everything and coming back and creating what y'all will see at 11 o'clock today on the main channel. So that's kind of how it works. I got goals, I got game plans. I never say that I have a set plan, because things are subject to change. So I always say I got a game plan, because in game plans you have to be willing to maneuver throughout the game to kind of make things work. So that's kind of how a lot of things happen. That's how the well happened. That's how the kitchen project happened. The fire pit area, I went ahead and started that just because of the chairs that got sent to me. And I knew that I wanted to do it eventually and make that video anyways. So with the chairs coming, it gave me an opportunity to go ahead and do it. And some projects are going to be that way as well. So, you know, we do have different sponsors and stuff that reach out. And sometimes that dictates some of the videos priority as well, and projects priority as well, if it's something that's going to benefit the cabin and me moving forward out here off grid. Gas prices have hit $4.50 a gallon here, And man, it is kicking my butt. It is kicking my butt. Those generators, boy, they drank it. They drank it. It seems like I'm going through 5 gallons a day. On the weekends, I basically am. But during the week, it's not as bad. It's about 2.5 gallons a day. But at $4.50 a gallon, that adds up. So basically, it's over $1,000 a month. I think this month coming up, I think I'm going to actually track it. I'm kind of curious to see how much I spend on fuel between the truck and the generators and stuff like that. And I kind of want to separate those as well. Figure out what I'm spending going back and forth to work and traveling and all that stuff, and then actually what it costs for the cabin itself, because I went and got quite a bit of stuff yesterday. I got a thicker extension cord. I got a 10-3 100-foot extension cord. Woo, they was proud of that thing. And I got a new end for the extension cord that I made that goes to the well to actually run on the medium-sized generator instead of the big generator, because I only run the well every once in a while right now because it runs off the big generator. That big generator is 1 gallon an hour, so I'm thinking that my medium-sized one is big enough to actually run the well too. The well doesn't run all the time, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to put the new end on it, connect it, and being that medium generator is the one that kind of runs most of the time here at the cabin, if I can actually put the well on that one as well, where I always have water on demand as long as the generator's running, man, that could be a game changer. That would actually allow me to go ahead and start plumbing the cabin, and maybe even starting on the old bathroom here. So, because I got to looking at it, and I was thinking, still a little ways out from taking the roof off and all that other stuff. You know, what decent sized project that will make my life a lot easier here at the cabin can I start and do before I actually take the roof off, because I still got a lot of wood to mill and stuff before I get ready for that project. And I'm thinking I can do the bathroom. If this works with the generator, then I can go ahead and get a concrete saw, cut the floor out, all of that, and start working on the plumbing and dig some trenches and actually run water into the cabin. So hopefully that'll work. We're going to try that out this weekend and do some testing for a couple of days, see how it works, make sure the well's good, make sure the water pressure's good, all of that. Everything should be fine. And if that is the case, then I might start making plans to try to move this wall right here this way to make the kitchen bigger, make this room right here a little bit smaller, go ahead and take my desk and stuff out of here, which, as y'all see in this video coming out today, I just redid this whole little room right here to clear it out, which is part of the I guess it's part of the process of maybe doing the bathroom, because I needed to get a lot of that clutter out of there, because if I decide to do the bathroom, basically it's just moving this desk and that desk right there, and it's pretty much cleared out and ready to go. So we'll see, hopefully, because I'm not going to lie to you, I wouldn't mind having a shower, I wouldn't mind having hot water, and I wouldn't mind having a toilet to do my what's happenings. And so yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's all part of the game plan, guys. Well, let's see here. Let's answer one more question. Have you thought about doing a shed to house like Country Road Cure? I think that would be fabulous, and use the cabin as a storage shed. No. I love Country Road Cure's shed to house, and I do plan on doing a shed to house for the Airbnbs and stuff, but I want to live in the cabin. My dream has always been to have a old school style log cabin in the mountains to retire. And if I was to build a shed to house, well, that wouldn't fit my dream. So I won't be doing that. It is a good question, though. I will do a shed to house eventually for an Airbnb, because I would love to build one. I think it's a really, really cool concept, and I'm definitely into that. It's just, it's not for my forever retirement home. I see myself retiring in an old school log cabin. So I will definitely be redoing this. I personally feel like it would be a waste and a disappointment to turn this cabin into basically a shed, just to store my stuff. I like it. It's got too much character, and I love to feel at it, and I feel at home here even with it completely undone right now. So So no, there will be a shed to house in the future for the Airbnb side, but no, I will not be doing a shed to house for me to live in. Nah, it's not my thing. It's not my vision. It's not my dream. But I do love shed to houses. I think they're cool. I think it's going to be a neat project whenever I do it for the Airbnbs. But nah, I think I'm going to save the cabin and go ahead and put the work in to kind of do that here. But great question, and thank you. And make sure that you leave more questions in this video and over there on the other channel. And until we see each other again, guys, come on. Keep it real. Have a happy Wednesday, guys. Be productive.